You know those days, right? The kind where the world just feels heavy. You get home, you collapse on the couch, not a word to say. You just feel numb. And then it happens. Out of nowhere, as if they were summoned by your silence, your cat appears. So, how on earth do they know? Let's get into this incredible unspoken connection. I mean, it's an experience so many cat owners share. You haven't made a sound, you haven't moved a muscle, but they walk right over to you. They don't go to the food bowl, they don't go to their favorite sunny spot by the window, they come straight to you. They climb into your lap, they press their little body against your chest, and they just stay. It honestly feels like magic, like there's some kind of furry little mind reader. But the answer, well, it isn't supernatural. It's actually something way more interesting, something that's rooted in pure biology and a partnership that was forged thousands and thousands of years ago. So, how do they really do it? Well, first things first, your cat isn't just cuddling with you because you're a warm piece of furniture. No, they are absolute masters at picking up on the invisible physical signals that your body is sending out when you're feeling stressed or sad. They are quite literally reading you. It pretty much boils down to three key things. First, they're incredibly sensitive to vibrations, so when they're near you, they can actually feel your heart beating faster. Second, they can hear the change in your breathing, how it goes from calm and steady to shallow and quick. But that third one, that third one is where things get truly fascinating. Okay, so get this. When you're stressed, your body pumps out a hormone called cortisol, and you actually release tiny amounts of it through your skin and your sweat. Cats have this special piece of biological hardware in the roof of their mouth, and it lets them smell or even taste those chemical signals. So to your cat, your sadness, your stress, it has a literal scent, and they notice when that scent changes. Take the story of a woman named Sarah who came home one day after unexpectedly losing her job. She was just devastated, silent. Her cat, Olive, who was usually pretty independent, suddenly became her shadow. For 2 solid weeks, Olive was right by her side. And the moment Sarah got a new job and that cloud of stress finally lifted, Olive went right back to her old solitary routine. She just knew. So, okay, we've established that they can sense our distress. That's the how. But that's really only half the story, isn't it? The bigger question is, why do they care? Why do they choose to come closer to us when we're hurting instead of running away? The answer, it turns out, is written right into their DNA. Here's the thing you have to remember about cats. Unlike dogs, we didn't really domesticate them. In a way, they chose us. 10,000 years ago, our early farms were attracting mice and rats, and that in turn attracted wild cats. Over generations, the cats who were a little more tolerant, a little more social, well, they thrived. They evolved not just to live near us, but to actually connect with us. And you can see that evolution in how they talk. In the wild, adult cats almost never meow at each other. That's a sound they reserve for their kittens. But our domestic cats, they developed the meow specifically to communicate with us. And get this, research from Cornell found that a cat's meow has evolved to have a similar frequency to a human baby's cry. They literally developed a sound to tap directly into our deepest nurturing instincts. How smart is that? And it's absolutely a two-way street. They're not just trying to get our attention, they are constantly watching us. A 2015 study showed that cats can actually tell the difference between our facial expressions. They know when we're happy, they know when we're mad, and they know when we're sad. And when they see that we're distressed, they don't just react, they approach us more carefully and stay by our side for longer. There's this amazing story about a shelter cat in Portugal named Sombra. Now, Sombra was really shy, and she usually ignored most of the people who came to visit. But the shelter staff noticed a pattern. Whenever someone came in who was clearly upset or grieving, Sombra would leave her hiding spot, walk right over to them, and just sit with them quietly. It's like she could recognize their pain and knew exactly what they needed. Which brings us to their most powerful tool. Because when a cat senses your distress and curls up on your chest, that rumbling sound they make, it's not just a sign of contentment, it's a vibration. A frequency that has measurable and, frankly, absolutely astonishing effects on the human body. A cat's purr vibrates in a very specific range, between 25 and 150 hertz. Now, that's not just some random number, some cool piece of trivia. In medical science, that exact frequency range is used in therapies for its incredible healing properties. This isn't speculation. It's science. This specific vibration is proven to help mend bones, heal soft tissue, reduce pain, and lower stress and blood pressure. What's so amazing is that cats actually purr when they themselves are injured or scared to help heal and calm themselves. And when they purr on you, well, you get those same benefits. The long-term effects of this are just stunning. A massive 10-year study found that cat owners had a 30% lower risk of dying from a heart attack or stroke, a 30% reduction. The main reason they cited? The significant drop in stress and blood pressure that comes from living with a purring, furry companion. There's this great story about a construction worker named David who badly fractured his femur. His cat, Rusty, who had never really been a cuddler, suddenly started sleeping on his injured leg every single night, just purring for hours on end. Later, David's doctor was shocked because the bone was healing way faster than expected. Coincidence? Maybe, but the science is certainly there to back it up. So we know they can sense our pain, we know their purr can physically help heal it. But all of this points to the deepest, most profound truth about this bond, the hidden emotional reason they choose to stay with us right when we need them most. It's a phenomenon that scientists call emotional contagion. Studies have shown that when a person is feeling anxious, their cat also shows measurable signs of stress. And when that person calms down, the cat calms down too. Their nervous systems literally synchronize with ours. They don't just sense what you feel. In a very real way, they feel it with you. And this bond, it goes deep. An Oregon State University study found that a whopping 65% of cats form what's called a secure attachment to their person. That's a bond that's very similar to the one between a human child and their parent. They truly see you as a source of safety and comfort. And here's the kicker. This attachment isn't based on who fills the food bowl. It's based on who makes them feel emotionally safe. And that bond can be a lifeline. A woman named Claire was going through a period of deep depression when she adopted Milo, a quiet older cat. One night, she was having a severe panic attack, and Milo climbed right onto her chest and started purring. The steady rhythm of his purr helped her own breathing and heartbeat slow down. He became her anchor. As she put it, he saved my life. So the next time your cat seeks you out when you're at your lowest, I want you to remember all of this. It is not just in your head. The connection you share is a real, tangible, two-way partnership. It's biological, you can measure it in hormones. It's chemical, they can read it in your scent. And it's vibrational, you can feel it in that healing purr. Which really just leaves us with one final thought. In a world that's so full of noise and demands and chaos, maybe the greatest gift we could ever hope to receive is the quiet, steady presence of a creature who sees us at our absolute worst and still chooses to stay. A creature who asks for nothing, but somehow offers everything.
Before you go, remember this. Your cat is doing something right now that most owners completely miss. At Feline Frontier, we don't just share cute cat facts. We uncover the hidden meanings, the quiet signals, and the strange behaviors your cat uses every single day to communicate with you. From the sounds that instantly calm a stressed cat, to the tiny habits that prove they trust you, to the mistakes that silently hurt them more than you realize. Everything here is designed to help you understand your cat on a deeper level. So if you've ever looked at your cat and thought, "What are you really trying to tell me?" You're in the right place. Make sure you subscribe to Feline Frontier, because the next video might explain something your cat has been waiting years for you to understand. See you in the next frontier of feline truth.